Sisters,
we shall not yield to tyranny.
our cause just we will prevail. The fight
Hello,
for our
history
rights.
buffs. Ready for a journey back? Look at this encampment. The spirit of 76 is alive.
Bobby, at this
Hello,
point,
history.
shame on you. Shame on you. Because we are being played as the American people. Our money is funding a war that we don't need to be in. You're going to be okay with it. So as long as I have breath in my body and a mic to use, I will be speaking out against this.
A true patriot savors these moments, but the fight for liberty calls.
The economy, we have a global economy. That's why we're a number one economy in the world. I know that a lot of people want to paint the horrible view of America, but, you know, go live somewhere else and then tell me America's bad.
Patriotism is all about. Look at these flags. They represent our fight for liberty. This is what
so
American
freaking crazy to me that we have an conflict with Iran before a single person from the Epstein files has been arrested on American soil.
The hour our liberty is at hand. For freedom is brava. Brothers
Yeah, I
and
was
sisters.
working, man, you know, but it's good to see Rippy out there handling business, man. And again, hey, that's a lot of black Trump supporters, man. I mean, it feels good to see that, man. So I'm...
My fellow patriots, the hour of decision is upon us. Let us march forth with courage to secure our liberty.
A real quote. People are getting sick of it. The moment a celebrity steps slightly outside the leftist approved narrative, they get attacked. Chili from TLC gets heat over allegedly donating to Donald Trump.
For liberty. The British advance. We must act.
Our supplies are low, but morale is high.
Then we fight for liberty.
Pain to War captures the spirit of we fight for independence.
With
Welcome to
people
my...
that said they were anti-war. I think they said no new wars. Yeah, they voted for a president that was not going to start any new wars. And what's funny to me is that not only were you lied to, not only did this man start this and get out of the
freedom. Greetings from the encampment. The spirit of liberty is strong. We will fight for our rights and our freedom.
Just in order to get the Greater Israel Project accomplished, you have to kill people. That's why it's wrong. Killing people is wrong. Full stop. So you can try to make sense of it with, well, it's a threat and this and that. There's no greater threat than the United States empire.
Vocabulary up, because I'm throwing out words like hubris, acquiesce, verbose. What are you going to do about the dichotomy of the nuance?
To the encampment. For liberty.
And what I've learned, and I'm not a liberal or a Democrat. I voted for Trump the first time, but he's become a politician. He lies like all the other politicians. He deceives like all the other politicians.
Endures through every change and challenge. We stand at the dawn of liberty, unshaken by the trials ahead. Our cause in doing.
I'm going to go out on the limb and say anybody that sits in that oval does not like Americans. They love United States, though, which is the politics, but they don't love the Americans. Americans are farmers. Americans are mechanics. Americans are school teachers. Americans are mom and pop businesses.
And ramping! Soldiers, the enemy is near.
Not only do I love my FBA fam, my Black American fam, my Black people on code, you know, my people that's allies with us, as part of the fam. I love y'all. I love my country too. You feel me?
The cause to victory.
To victory. These pastries are wonderful.
Indeed, but we must stay vigilant.
I'm Jake, and I'm spending the next 35 days crossing the Atlantic visiting some of the most remote islands in the world.
Passengers like Jake Rosmarin were looking forward to an adventure at sea. Then people started dying on board the MV Hantavirus cruise ship. And now the World Health Organization suspects the Hantavirus, which usually occurs after exposure to rodents, may be spreading person to person.
Passengers have been asked to remain in their cabins while disinfection and other public health measures are carried out. Medical teams from Cabo Verde are providing support on board the ship.
The first sign of trouble came when a 70-year-old Dutchman suddenly fell ill on the ship with a fever, headache, abdominal pain, and diarrhea. South Africa's health department told CNN he died on April 11th, just 10 days after the ship had left port in Argentina. The man's wife, a 69-year-old Dutch woman, died 2 weeks later on April 26th at a hospital in South Africa. She'd collapsed at the airport while trying to get home to the Netherlands. The cruise company, Ocean-Wide Expeditions, confirmed the woman tested positive for a variant of Hantavirus.
We do believe that there may be some human-to-human transmission that's happening among the really close contacts, the husband and wife, people who've shared cabins.
On April 27th, after the ship left St. Helena, a British national on board got sick. He's now in intensive care in Johannesburg. He also tested positive for the Hantavirus, according to the cruise company, though his condition is improving. And on May 2nd, a third victim died. She was a German national who came down with pneumonia. It's being treated as a suspected case of the Hantavirus.
What's happening right now is very real for all of us here. We're not just a story. We're not just headlines.
The ship is currently moored off Cape Verde with 149 people on board.
We are operating and working with the ship to make sure that anyone who is symptomatic, anyone caring for patients is wearing full personal protective equipment.
Medical evacuations like these of those on board suffering from Hantavirus symptoms was a top priority, according to the World Health Organization, which still says the risk to the general public is low. It is less contagious than many other viruses.
This is not a virus that spreads like flu or like COVID. It's quite different.
How might this have happened?
The cruise did stop at many different islands up the coast of Africa, and again, seeing a lot of different wildlife. On those islands, there are birds. Some islands have a lot of rodents, others don't.
The WHO suspects it's the Andes virus, a strain of Hantavirus that has spread person to person before.
We need sequencing. So the sequencing is currently underway by the South Africans, and we hope to have a result soon.
And Randy Kay is here with me now. So, Randy, beyond the vessel itself, how are officials trying to contain the spread of this?
Well, John, they've already initiated contact tracing for the passengers on that flight to Johannesburg, along with that Dutch woman who later died in the hospital. So they're doing that. But as far as the ship goes, once those 3 sick people are removed, it does look like it's actually going to be able to dock. The Spanish Health Ministry confirming just this evening that it will receive the ship at the Canary Islands, saying, in quote, in accordance with international law and humanitarian principles. Now, it's going to take like 3 or 4 days of cruising to get from where they are in Cape Verde to the Canary Islands. So the crew and the passengers will have to deal with that, with the social distancing and remaining in their cabins until then. But it's also really important to note, John, that this virus can remain in a person's system for up to 8 weeks before showing any symptoms at all. So the question is, how long will they be able to quarantine? When will they be able to return to the general public? And where are they going to go? A lot of concern not only for the passengers, their families, but really the rest of the world.
That's what we have to keep remembering. I think a lot of us say, oh, this is so uncomfortable, but it's deadly. And there's already been a tragic loss of life here. They have to be so careful.
Absolutely.
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on this panel show are those of the individual speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of this channel, its affiliates, sponsors, or production team. This content is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised. We encourage respectful dialogue and critical thinking around the topics discussed.
Described him as one of the most dangerous men on the face of the earth.
Welcome to the Man Cave. Welcome to the new and improved version of the Man Cave. I'm Gray Mars.
I'm Kamal.
I'm Doc. What's good?
85 Slim.
So we gotta get everybody's thoughts on this. Doc, what's your thoughts on it?
Yo, every
You
year.
was just on the cruise. How was it too?
Oh, I had a great time. Amazing time. Aunties was on, they popping it like they was 21 again. They gotta chill out. Every year, every 2 years, bro, they come out with a new disease that we gotta be definitely afraid of, bro. They got coronavirus, they got Ebola. It was a motherfucker wearing a whole condom suit trying not to catch Ebola. You feel me? Bro was gonna smother himself to death. You know what I'm saying? Every year, every 2 years, they got some new disease that we should all be scared of. Bro, I got 2 weeks off of work for COVID. I was sick for 3 days. I don't care what they tell you, it was worth it back then. You know what I'm saying? Just for me, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But
flights was cheaper.
Yeah, huh?
The flights was cheaper.
Man, what? We went everywhere. Ain't it? I swear we was going on a trip every month. All we had to do was show them our the little thing that we got our shots. But every year they come up with something like, bro, there's always gonna be something that's always super deadly, and we should always stay inside and leave people on the ship like they on Lost or Gilligan's Island. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be knowing what the answer is, bro. I really don't. Like,
you know what I remember though? You remember when we was in Puerto Rico and I forgot my COVID card,
and they almost wouldn't let you out the airport.
And then when they wouldn't let me. I couldn't go out to eat. And then when the chick broke in my house,
yeah, she did break in your house while we was at dinner.
yeah. And I had another chick in there. I had another chick.
Yeah. Who would have thought an optometrist would be so grimy?
Crazy. That shit crazy.
Got a profession. I didn't see it coming.
But this is how it started.
Fast for the passengers aboard the MV Hondius. For those people who are sick with Hantavirus and those who are desperately hoping that they are not, the World Health Organization just told me that the 3 sick but living passengers will be airlifted off the ship by helicopter by the end of day today. They're believed to have Hantavirus, and this is the same virus that killed 3 other people on that boat in the past days. But first, we need to understand what kind of ship that they are on. The Hondius isn't your average cruise liner. This is a polar expedition vessel and operated by Oceanwide Expeditions. It's purpose-built to take really hardcore wildlife enthusiasts to the most remote corners of the planet. They hit up Antarctica. They stopped at St. Helena, one of the most isolated islands on this planet. You can think of whales, dolphins, penguins, seabirds, up close and personal and in the wild. Ann Lindstrom, the WHO representative in Cape Verde, told me this may be where it all started. She says her educated guess is that passengers were exposed to the virus off of the ship in those remote landings, in those wild environments where rodents carrying hantavirus live undisturbed until people disturbed them. Then back on board the Hondius, the first symptoms started appearing in early April, fever, gastrointestinal issues, then turned into pneumonia and respiratory failure. 3 people we know are now dead, and now the 3 being airlifted will be flown to the Netherlands. 1 is Dutch, and the ship itself will then sail to the Canary Islands, which Lindstrom told me has experience handling hantavirus cases. Now, as for those 140-ish passengers and the crew who are still on board, Lindstrom also told me that they could be stuck for up to 8 weeks on board because that is the full incubation window for hantavirus. That's basically 8 weeks of just not knowing what's going to happen. We've already seen the video from that.
All right, Slim, you were very vocal with the coronavirus and you travel all the time. Like, how do you think about this type of stuff happening, and how do you feel about how it may affect travel or even your own personal business?
I ain't worried about it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they always, just like Doc said, man, it's always something to put fear into the people. And if you fall into it, you're going to be fearful. So I ain't worried about it. At the end of the day, I walk with God. So we all have an immune system for a reason. And, you know, if your immune system is strong enough, it should be able to fight off whatever. At the end of the day, they try to amplify a whole bunch of shit now. This one particular disease is ironically just on the boat. Like right now, it's just on the boat, right? So next week is going to be in somebody's school. I mean, it's just how they started. And then they just start putting the fear in people, man. So I'm just waiting for them to say it's Trump's fault. That's all I'm waiting for.
Well, they are saying that it won't be like COVID.
Also fearful. People are saying that, oh gosh, this feels like COVID all over again. To what extent could this become a pandemic level threat?
It couldn't. Hantavirus is a very rare disease. And this is not a respiratory transmitted disease like COVID, which is a totally different thing compared to what we're having and dealing with now. Also, the transmission person to person is extremely rare. WHO would say that the risk for a larger transmission of this virus is low. But of course, we're thoroughly looking at everything, and we'll know more when all the investigations and the epidemiologic and lab and environmental investigations are done.
Skeptic, you're a progressive. What's your thoughts on this and them saying that it's not like COVID? Because there's a lot of talk about vaccinations and left-wing people want people to get vaccinated.
Well, I did read a study, and what's interesting is like the current administration, whenever they were in charge during C19, they told us that it wasn't a real, that it was a hoax. But when push comes to shove, when you look at the data, actually people that were more conservative leaning, that did not take the proper precautions and did not have the shots and all of those things and the boosters, actually ended up dying more than people that were that were left leaning, that actually wore masks and kept their distance and just kind of listened to what the doctors were saying. There was a lot of things that we didn't know about. Whenever you have a new disease, there are things that you learn. It's kind of like trial and error type of thing, because we actually don't know. But what I do know is that the WHO has been defunded largely here in the US. We have removed a lot of like the disease prevention departments under the guise of DOGE. They actually went in and gutted a lot of those departments. So if it is to come to the US, we will not be properly prepared, and you can thank this administration for that. And I can also see them using it as a tool, as a like political tool. I always feel like when it comes to health, you shouldn't really put politics into it. It shouldn't matter what group you're in, if you're conservative or progressive. You should believe science. And, you know, that's just my personal belief from like a STEM background and going into biology. I can just read what doctors are saying and what the studies are telling me and make a proper educated guess and kind of prevent myself from getting sick, instead of putting politics into it and letting some politician tell me it's a hoax.
For sure. So, Kamal, you're a comedian, right? Mia shared this joke.
I ain't no damn comedian.
Yeah, I mean, it's not funny, but you try to be funny. So, let's see what the rate you think of this joke.
Ship with that virus on, I just came across a video of a guy who's like trapped on the boat, and he's like, "Oh my god, get me off the boat! I'm healthy." And he's crying. And he's like really scared. And I get that. I'd be fucking terrified. And I'm like, "Oh god, I'm praying for him, but I'm gonna need you to stay on that fucking boat. I'm gonna need you to stay on that fucking boat, okay? Not trying to be insensitive, not trying to be unempathetic or anything like that, but the last time that there was a virus and Trump was in office, it didn't bode well for any of us. So I'd be scared too. And I know that you think you're healthy, but stay on that fucking boat.
Shit.
Okay? Don't be going anywhere. I'm gonna go wash my hands now."
Was that funny? Come on.
I mean, did you see me laugh? Hell no. That shit was bland as hell. Like, god damn. But I ain't gonna lie, girl. I appreciate you thinking I'm a comedian. I ain't no damn comedian, but you know, yeah, that joke was dry as his mama chicken, probably. That shit was terrible. Come on, man, some flavor or something. Y'all want to know something though? Y'all know how this disease is spread though?
How?
They said close contact, right? Because I read like they said like husband and wife, they use it as an excuse, but they didn't say exactly how. They just said close contact.
No, how it started, how the disease is even started at all. Y'all know how it is started?
Oh, on CNN?
Through rat doo-doo. Rat urine and doo-doo, y'all. That's how this shit is created. That mean that shit was hella unsanitary.
I got a question for you, Kamal.
What's good?
It says what, about 150 people on there? I want you to give us a number. How many of those are foundational Black Americans?
Ooh, on that cruise? Okay, what cruise we talking? You feel me? Because
that went to the Arctic. That went to the Arctic and St. Helena and all those remote places. So how many foundational Black Americans are there, Kamal?
Ooh, it might be a smooth, maybe one. Maybe 1.5.
They went to the Arctic. Who was going to the what is there in the Arctic to do? Why are they going up there?
Don't they got that green what's that shit called? Is it Iceland or Greenland? Where you look in the sky and it's all green and look hella pretty and shit?
Northern Lights.
But
they went south though. I'm pretty sure they went south because they said they went to St. Helena Island. which is probably like one of the lowest points and one of the most remote places on Earth. So it said they went to St. Helena Island and they went on the boat, and it usually takes people to like through the Arctic waters to see whales and wildlife and stuff like that.
Okay, it might have been half of us, bro, to be honest. Half a foundational Black American on that damn ship.
You think it's about 75 on there? They kind of pricey too now. Come on now. You gotta pay. This ain't Carnival.
Shit. You know what? 25%, bro. Like 25% of a person. Foundational Black American on that ship. 1/4. God damn. Tiger Woods ass nigga on there. You feel me?
I'm gonna play the clip of that guy, and then we'll all go around and say how we would feel if we was in that situation.
Normally wouldn't make a video like this, but I feel like I need to say something, so I wrote a few things down. I am currently on board the MV Hondius, and what's happening right now is very real for all of us here. We're not just a story. We're not just headlines. We're people. People with families, with lives, with people waiting for us at home. There's a lot of uncertainty, and that's the hardest part. All we want right now is to feel safe, to have clarity, and to get home. So if you're seeing coverage about this, just remember that there are real people behind it, and that this isn't something happening somewhere far away. It's happening to us right now. I'll share more when I can, but for now, I just ask for your kindness and understanding. Thank you.
Skeptic, do you feel bad for him? Would you hold in that situation?
So I'm going to say this because I was thinking about what Kamal said. So basically, there had to be consumption of rat poop. Like, and all I'm saying is, this is why you need to treat like people that work in the service industry nice, especially the ones that are handling your food. Because how did that get into your food? How did they consume this? Like, hold on a second. This is interesting. Somebody, I don't know. I mean, I do feel bad. The video is a little bit, I don't know why. It's kind of like, I don't know. Sometimes I just like laugh in like serious situations that I don't know, I can't deal with it. But I will say I was on a cruise ship whenever COVID first started being like a thing. And my reaction, I thought it was funny. I was like, there's no way. It doesn't matter. Look at us. We're traveling. We're going to be fine. And actually, when we got back home, I was sick like a dog for almost 2 weeks. And it was back before it was a big deal in the US. And we used to travel a lot. We went to like Italy during that time also. And I got sick too whenever we traveled that time. So I will say, sometimes you got to take things more seriously, even though it may seem like, because honestly, when COVID happened, it was exactly like this. It was like rumored. Some people were saying it was a big deal. Some people were saying it was not. And I didn't take it seriously at first. I didn't think it was a big deal. And I continued to get sick until I was like, I think I've already had COVID. And then, I still got the shots and all that. And I tried to respect and stay away from people and then got to work from home. So, I mean, overall, I would say to take it seriously. But the video that he made was kind of hard to take seriously for some reason.
Slim,
man, I know I don't feel sorry, man. Like, yo, he the type of dude when you say, yo, make sure you get the women and the children out first, he gonna cut in line. He gonna be like, nah, let me go. I need to go too. Like, I don't like dudes like that, bro. Like, at the end of the day, this is not time to be getting on social media showing your weakness. There's women in there that probably feel way worse than you do. And as a man, yo, pull your shoes up, bro. That's where I'm at with it, bro. Like, I can't watch shit like that. No, I don't feel sorry for him. He need to be out there helping the women, doing what he got to do, whatever. Not being on social media crying at a time like this. That shit crazy to me, bro. Nigga took time to do this as a man. He literally, like, right now, he did that shit. That's crazy to me. Just saying.
Doc, how you feel?
I got kids, and they ain't last message they get ain't gonna be their daddy on the internet crying like no bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what it come to. If you down bad me, you down bad me. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't going for that being alive. Yo, your daddy was your daddy the Hantavirus crybaby dude on the boat, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? Like, my kids ain't gonna be able to go to nowhere. They still got a couple years of school left. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, my thing is, he could have got on the internet and said, hey, you know, just let my family and them know I'm all right. I'm quarantined in my room. You know, I'm eating, I'm fine. We ain't got much direction, but I'm just letting you know I'm okay. Bro, you got on here and you went like straight to crying. You know what I'm saying? That is just ain't gonna be me. Like, you decided to go on this trip. When we decided we was gonna go to Vegas, Puerto Rico, LA, we was going somewhere every like 2 weeks. Remember, bro, when I caught coronavirus, I ain't cried, bro. Me and my baby both caught it. We just slept in all day. You know what I'm saying? Me and my daughter both caught that joint. We was in there knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't breathe out our nose, but we was straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a decision we made, or like that was a decision, like going to do all that stuff. I ain't gonna get on here on the internet crying now. I can't believe Puerto Rico gave me COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he went out to enjoy himself. He spent his money. It was something that he wanted to do. Anything can happen on those type, like with anything you decide to do. And it's like, brother, don't get on the internet crying. Like, cause now if you all right everywhere you go, they're gonna be like, shh, I don't want them motherfuckers stuck in the elevator with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be me.
So that's 3 out of 3 saying that they go take it on the chin. So Kamal, would you have been crying in there, or you would have just took it like a boss?
See, Gray, I was gonna be the contrarian, but you said take it on the chin. I think bro like taking it on the chin too, bro. Let's be real, y'all. That nigga had a sassy tongue. Okay, let's stop it. All right, he a bad actor though. I didn't see not one goddamn tear. I was rooting for Cody. I was like, nigga, shed a tear. Come on, y'all. God damn. But you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna be crying about a rat virus. That's basically what it is. They catching a rat virus. You feel me? And yeah, man. What cruise line was this though, Gray? Was this?
Let me play it because Spain agreed to receive it. Let me play it.
Was a contributing factor in the death of Gene Hackman's wife. So what is it, and how do you get infected?
So hantavirus is a family of viruses that infect rodents, so rats and mice. You get infected usually by breathing dust that has been contaminated by rodent droppings or urine. I think I need to emphasize this is exceedingly rare. There have been fewer than 900 cases over 30 years in the United States. Now, we know there have been at least 3 deaths related to this particular cluster. As we said, 2 people airlifted, at least 1 person in the ICU in South Africa. And there are additional people who are currently being tested.
So it spreads from person to person?
Well, rarely. So there's a particular form of hantavirus called Andes virus, which spreads in Argentina and Chile. And so this cruise ship took off from Argentina, which is why we're wondering, is it the usual kind, or is it a kind that can be transmitted person to person? Now, the biggest outbreak of that was in 2018 in Argentina, involving 34 cases. 11 people died, so it's quite a high case fatality rate. But I think it's important, again, to emphasize that this is a virus that requires prolonged close contact. This is not a pandemic kind of virus.
How can you protect yourself from it?
So cleaning. If you're going to be cleaning droppings, other kinds of things related to rodent contamination, you want to have a respirator, gloves. You don't want to be sweeping or vacuuming because that can kick up the dust. Use watered down bleach to help it settle. They're also going to have to investigate the cruise ship. What's the source? Who, getting the testing done? How was it transmitted? And this is really the work of public health agencies like the CDC that's been gutted, and we've pulled out of WHO. So we're a little bit, caught flat-footed here.
Kamal, Oceanside Expeditions.
So all they had to do was clean the boat? No, really think about this, y'all.
Mama had me out there with bleach every weekend.
But those people that work in the cruise lines, they stay on these boats for like a long time and they don't get paid very well. Because like from what I ask questions, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like if I go somewhere and I'm like, oh, so do you like your job? Like, do you like it here? Like I just ask people. And I actually got in a conversation with someone at a cruise and I was like, how long are you here? And they were like, oh, 6 to 8 months. I have a contract. We don't really get to get off. We have to live at the very bottom of the boat. We don't really get to come up and like, if we're off, we have, sometimes they go weeks and they don't get days off and all this craziness. Like they get treated very poorly. So, I mean, when you get treated like that and you get paid low, I wouldn't be cleaning everything everywhere either.
Welcome to our
Shit,
people.
they might need to. They might need to clean for their safety at this point. That rat dropping aroma killing niggas. Yeah, damn.
Honestly, I bring Clorox and I clean everything. Even like when I go into hotels, I like to like carry the little bleach packs and just because I don't trust people. I don't know.
But Skeptic, if you go like when I was on Carnival Cruise, it was all Filipino people, so it's currency exchange. They're getting paid in American dollars and they're sending it back home. That's why when you get the dinners, that's why they do so much good service because they want that tip, so that's go be able to be sent back home.
Yeah, that is true. But I will say they still, when you like ask them questions and stuff, they're not happy of like the treatment because they understand that they're being ripped off too. You know what I mean? It's the sentiment of the person like y'all Americans coming in here and talking to us like nothing. And like we are cleaning after you, getting paid. And it is good money. You're right about that. But I feel like also they don't get time off and stuff like that. So the people that are working in these cruises, if they got better pay or something, maybe we wouldn't have outbreaks like this. And also what she said about the CDC being gutted and we're not part of the WHO. Like it's kind of like we do things without thinking about the future and we think, oh, waste, fraud, and abuse. But a lot of that money that we put into things, and a lot of the time when we invest into other people's health in other countries, it kind of benefits us too because Americans go everywhere in the world.
For sure. So
Skeptic, I know some Filipinos personally. And we getting everything we could get out of those Filipinos, Skeptic. I promise you that. All right.
You talking about lean?
Yeah, his mama, he born in the Philippines. His mama came over here because his daddy was in the Air Force. We're getting everything we could get out of him, Skeptic. Another $5 wouldn't do us any good.
Wow. So I normally don't like talking about this type of stuff, but there was a heinous case that went viral. This guy adopted a child, assaulted her, and then took her life.
Stand, please. It's the order of the court that you, Tanner Lynn Horner, has been adjudged to be guilty of the offense of capital murder as found by the jury. Jury having answered the special issues making it mandatory that your punishment be death, it is therefore the order of this court that your punishment be death. Before the hour of sunrise on a date to be determined by this court, upon a mandate of affirmance issued by the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals at the State Penitentiary in Huntsville, Texas, you will be caused to die in accordance with the rules and regulations established by the Texas Department of Criminal Justice until you, said Tanner Horner, are dead. Said execution procedure shall be determined and supervised by the Director of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. The clerk of this court shall issue a death warrant in accordance with this sentence directed to the Director of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice for that purpose. Clerk shall deliver such warrant to the Sheriff of this county and to be by him delivered to the Director of the Department of Criminal Justice together with you, and you will remand to the custody of the Tarrant County Jail to await transportation to the Texas Department of Criminal Justice at Huntsville, Texas, and the execution of this sentence. I will sign this death sentence as required by law. You may be seated. Is there an allocution?
Need to do that shit Monday morning.
That should be the weekend show on pay-per-view.
Telling you. Okay, Wednesday. Yeah, Monday might be too late. We might do that shit tomorrow.
Monday might be too late. We gotta get him out here this weekend and celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna front. Dudes like that, man. I got a daughter. We'll shorten that sentence real fast. I'm talking about expeditiously. He in Tarrant County Jail, wherever he at. Man, I'm outside yelling outside the jailhouse. Hey, I got a bag. He ain't gonna make it from the shower. Hey, I don't care about none of that. Like, it's over with. Like, first off, if I can't catch you, like, I'm liable to get caught. I'm talking about I'm pulling out police escorting you and all. I do not care. People like him should be like, you doing something like that, you a grown man to a little child. It should, we wait 10 years, we let these people go through these long appeal processes, man. We already know what's going on, man. We should hang you in the streets, castrate you.
Straight up.
So this was him after the abduction.
trying to sweep on the way. Get through. Hey, could you tell them I need to get through? There's like people and a vehicle in the way. Huh? No, like that's the only way out. I have more packages to deliver. That's the only way out, and there's like more packages I need to deliver.
You can collect and try to ask them to get through, but there's been a kidnapping. So it's all blocked off. So you'll have to just pull up and ask them if they'll let you through, but there's been a 7-year-old taken.
Are you serious?
That's what all this is for.
Sorry, what all this? Ow, are you serious?
So if you pull up and ask the officers right here if they'll let you through, but it's all blocked off.
Skeptic, does he deserve an Oscar for that performance?
Yeah, he's a psychopath. And that's why as humans we've developed this way of recognizing when somebody is falsifying their reaction to emotions because it saves our lives. To realize that you're faking your emotion, we're very good at that. At realizing like a person who's like you're crying, like Kamal said, you're crying but no tears are coming out. We watch stuff like that as humans. And I will say I don't agree with like Texas a lot of the time, but you know, him not being on this earth anymore is the thing that we need. And to what Doc was saying, yeah, that is. And honestly, I feel like I doubt that he will make it because when people find out what you're in for and they realize who you are, especially with a case that's so well known, I doubt that he will make it very far. Like the streets have a way of finding justice.
See, the problem be those skeptic when you get somebody like that and see like, was that his sentencing we watched in the first video?
Yeah, that was the first one. Yeah,
when you see somebody get sentenced like that, so he's sent on death row, so he no longer has any contact with anyone else. So he's gonna be isolated for whatever point of the day. The most contact he'll have with somebody is speaking from someone's cell to cell next to him or something like that. So he won't have any contact. And I think that's just a problem. Like people like him, what we wasting taxpayer dollars on years of incarcerating him for. I think stuff like that should be expedited just a little bit. Like sometimes takes like 10 years before we get to carrying out the sentence that we deliver to these people. 10 years of wasting money on a child predator. You know what I mean? Like
every day we gotta feed that dude.
We put him in population and shorten the sentence by 9 years, 364 days.
So you say you should be able to go to PC?
Nah, yeah. If you so bad that you kidnapping kids and you taking advantage of children, you should be bad enough to walk around like that guy. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to take it just as well as you give it.
Good point. So Doc, I know you know who Fulio is. I don't know if they know who Fulio is. So I'm gonna have you explain the story. But a lot of these interrogation like videos been going viral of the guys that deleted Fulio.
Oh, bro. Let me out!
Go home, boy.
They go home, bro. Get there.
Sit in that chair and don't move.
Doc, so explain the whole Fulio Ace Youngin thing and then comment on the video.
Fulio was a rapper from
Jacksonville.
Ace
Youngin.
Young and Ace is a rapper from Jacksonville. They went back and forth. They're from two different groups. They were having homeboys kill each other, homeboys. Fulio went out about 2 or 3 years ago to celebrate his birthday. He was out in Tampa, I believe, right? Out there by you. But he was posting on the internet. Dudes from Ace crew drove from Jacksonville to Tampa. They drove in cars that people knew belonged to them, that were registered to people's tags that they knew. One of the dudes, he had his girlfriend basically get invited to Fulio's Airbnb, and she kind of dropped the low on him, and then she kind of like set him up and let him know where he was going to be at the whole night. And when he kind of was going in, he got kicked out of the Airbnb. They were going in after a show to book a hotel, and about 5 or 6 of these dudes jumped out with switches and automatic weapons, high power rifles, and shot and killed him, and probably like 4 or 5 other dudes. And just for anybody watching who don't have no who like, even if you never plan on breaking the law or anything like this, if you ever done it, I've broken the law, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? When you go into these interrogation rooms, those videos are admissible. So even if you don't say anything, part of your conduct and how you conduct yourself and how you act in those rooms speaks to your guilt or your innocence. It can be used to portray you in a certain light, whether you fidgety, whether you too comfortable, and you got to sit there for hours. And the first thing he should have did was, ask for a lawyer. I don't even allow myself to go into the room. I asked for a lawyer. I refuse to go in. I refuse to sit down. I'm not even going there. I might just go ahead, but one of y'all and let y'all take me into a cell. You know what I'm saying? And beat me up. You feel me? So y'all might go and get it cracking. So you know what I'm saying? Like, but like all of that is gonna be. I mean, they're gonna whoop my ass anyway. All that's gonna be conducted and shown. So like, you can't go in there. You can't allow yourself to be portrayed in this way. You know what I'm saying? Like anything else, like you.
Yeah, let me show you what this dude did in the interrogation room. What you said that this dude
for his role in this shooting.
Oh. Grade A goof.
That is.
He wants to go to jail. What the hell?
I actually got one of mine. It'll take me a second to find it, but I'll try to send it to you, Gray, and then one of these days I'll put it in the chat so y'all can see me. Y'all can see me in the interrogation room on one of mine. So you know what I'm saying? It ain't really much to see. Like you only see like them trying to push me in there, and then me bucking, and then me like headbutt somebody like this, and then them jumping me. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? It's an entertaining 4-5 minutes though. I ain't gonna lie. You know, because I'm handcuffed. Or they wouldn't have got me, I swear, because they ain't gonna get you unless you handcuffed behind your back. You take about 5 or 6 of them. The police are weak. I swear to God, I can't make this up. You know what I'm saying? But you shouldn't do that. You should stay out of trouble, children, and you know what I'm saying? Use your brain and go to school.
Skeptic, you said something about it. You said he wanted to go to jail. Why would somebody do that? Why would someone do that?
Sometimes I think to myself, like, you don't really know how you're going to react until you're in there. Like, you don't really know what you're going to do, but that's crazy. Not you reenacting the crime that's going to put you in jail for the rest of it. Like, what? I don't know about that one. That's crazy. Nobody even asked him a question. He just confessed. He was like, no pressure was had to apply to him. He's like, here's your confession. That's wild.
This is crazy. So one of the guys explains his hate for Fulio.
Treat him like a victim, like his mama doing over the internet. Like my auntie, God bless her dead, is Rod Adams. My auntie was depressed, dead red. My grandma died behind that. My grandma caught a heart attack behind the songs that he was making. Because he was always disciplined. Corbin mama couldn't walk out of the house without seeing somebody in the public. You know how they do TikToks anyway. Where's Corbin? Yeah, that's it. You gotta feel like somebody pissed on my cousin's grave. Like you gotta feel that. You gotta feel like who we talking about his prayer and wasn't biased.
All right, Slim, you rap. So how you feel about drill rap? Because this is pretty much what this is. You dissing dead homies, you peeing on graves, you doing stuff to people's families. How do you feel about drill rap? Because I know you're more of a hip hop person.
Yeah, I'm definitely more of a hip hop person. That drill rap shit is crazy, man. I mean, I think it's mental. I think it's environmental. I think them brothers need to understand. I don't think they will, but I think they need to understand what they're doing to their families, their environments. Some of them are fathers. You know what I mean? It's crazy how it's accepted, and it's like some of them actually use it just to get clout. You know, and I just don't see that lifestyle. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? It's just when we were coming up, we had a lot more morals. Even if you were into the gangster world, your morals were different. You know, as a gangster, like women and children off limits. Like you don't shoot the gun when they're around. Like you get your op later. You know, if there's women and children around. Today, they just different, man. They just
Would y'all
different.
consider this snitching?
What they doing?
What he said?
Yeah. Would you consider it snitching?
But with the music?
Not just what he doing in the interrogation room. Would you consider it snitching?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't see. That's what I'm saying, Doc. What is snitching now? I think it's.
You go do a crime and you go in there and you say anything, you snitching.
I feel you there, but that's back in the day shit. Today,
so that's what I'm saying. These dudes, it's
cool
so weird,
bro. They making it cool to go to jail. This is what I see. I don't see them trying to get away with the shit. They fighting it, but they, like you said, they telling on themselves. They basically saying, yeah, we'll give a fuck. Like, this is what it is. They bro making a song. I can't wait for that to happen. One of them gonna snitch on him and say he made the paper. He paid the bill. He made the song.
Ace made a song like 2 days after this.
Right after. You think they ain't coming to get this dumb motherfucker? Like they got it.
Ace wasn't there. So the crazy part is they'll go do this and tell him, and then he'll take the credit and make the music for it. But he really had no part of no knowledge of it. They just call him, you know, afterwards, and you know what I'm saying? He just kind of clowned his death and stuff like that. But my thing is just about these dudes is like, when you go in there, police they don't determine innocence or guilt. The only thing is they're trying to find somebody for responsibility. And when you go in there, you open your mouth, you put yourself in a position where you're going to accept that responsibility if you don't know how to go in there and conduct yourself and shut up. And I was 16 one of the first times I went in there. You know what I'm saying? You just got to know what's going on. You got to be like that. Or you're going to find yourself that's what happened when you go do crimes with people with low intelligence too. You can't go with no stupid people and go break the law.
I mean, breaking the law is stupid though.
Depends.
Like, why do it? Like, there's so many other ways to get bread, bro. That shit ain't it, man.
It just depends, though, Slim. What you do if somebody shoot and kill your brother?
Wow, how you in that position? How is your brother in the position? Is he hanging out with some clowns?
No, some people are born in like bad neighborhoods, like in Chicago. My parents live in Chicago. I'm just saying sometimes is a casualty of just being where you live. Like if you're in the wrong neighborhood. And my brother is locked up, and also because my parents live in Chicago in the hood, and he got caught up being in the wrong place at the wrong time. You're an accessory, even if you're not part of the crime. If you were just there and you knew, they can get you in for an accessory. And I'll agree with Doc on this. White people tell their kids don't talk, whether they're innocent or guilty, and they get their kids off and they get them a lawyer. Some of these, there was a white boy that dragged a girl, and they had ring camera evidence. They let him out. Like he was home the following day at his mom's house on Tinder trying to talk to more girls. So in reality, it does have to do sometimes we don't know how the law works. It's not really about what you broke. It's about who defends you and how the evidence can be put against you to put you in jail. If they have enough evidence, they'll put you in jail. If you incriminate yourself, you're going to jail. If you don't say nothing, you get a lawyer.
With all that being said, it still don't add up. It's still stupid. It don't matter. It still don't make it okay. I feel what you're saying, but it don't make it okay.
It just depends.
The police didn't even like Julio. I'm gonna play this clip.
About Julio. Let's start from there. I think he's a piece of shit. I watched all those videos. I went down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, we all did.
I mean, that Joker's desecrating graves. He is asking to be killed. There is no doubt about it.
It was inevitable.
I can't believe it took this many years for somebody to kill him. Honest to God.
Come on, you ain't said nothing. What you think about that clip?
Police gonna do what the police gonna do, right? God damn. He was like, man, I didn't like that nigga either, man. So what you shoot him with? With a hollow tip? You shot him with an AK? What you get him with, man? That nigga was desecrating graves and shit. What else you hit him with? Y'all had the scope on that shit? Y'all had the switch? Y'all got the switches now, right? What kind of shit was that? The police. That felt like, right? What's that one thing that a lot of police do? I know y'all know it. I can't think of it right now.
Manipulation.
No, it's not manipulation. It's coercion. There you go. That word. That sounded like that's what they were kind of doing.
They know what they were doing. They trying to hype that nigga up so he can be like, yeah, man, you know what it was. We got that nigga. You know, that they trying to get that out of him. You know what I'm saying? It's all about,
we shouldn't even be in this conversation.
Facts.
You can't even talk to me no more after I say I need an attorney. So we shouldn't even make it this in depth of the conversation. You ain't even talking to me. I don't care what you think. I don't want to know nothing. I don't care nothing about the weather, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear none of that.
Man, let's be real though, y'all. We don't watch the first 48. Some of these niggas are snitching over a 10-piece chicken nugget meal and some French fries. So at the end of the day, when that belly start rumbling and start speaking to you, you know what I mean? You might start telling on some shit. You feel me?
They don't be getting good deals though. Come on, like I don't never see none of these people who say, "Hey, I want a lawyer to have my lawyer. Hey, take me to the DA to snitch now, and then I'm gonna cut a good deal and get almost no time." They just go and get a game away and get 40. They be like, "Yeah, I got a deal, 40 years." Right, no way I'm going for no 40, but I got a homeboy. He been locked up since we was 17. He been going for 20 years. He got 30 when we was 17. He ain't say nothing on nobody. And he got 30, and it's hard for him to do it and take it to, but he just signed up for that. He could have did anything else he wanted to do.
He got kids.
No, he was 17.
Oh,
he was 16 when he got,
I mean, he got kids. Like he got still.
He was like 15 when he got locked up. And then, when he got convicted, they adjudicated him for his crime, he was 17 years old.
Damn.
So, and sometimes when you go to trial, me and Slim got a homeboy, no names, but he took it to trial and he got 10 years instead of 5. So sometimes when you take it to trial, but we go do the last topic because this celebrity has fell from grace. He couldn't even afford an Uber.
You want me to let him know?
Or you can get it back. I'll make sure you get it back.
I don't got bread.
Right. Uber? Uber?
Yeah, I came in an Uber, yeah.
Uber?
I came in an Uber, yeah.
You get Uber?
Do I have Uber? No.
Yes. Hey man, which one y'all like? Y'all like the old money? Or y'all like the new money? Man, we got so much of this shit, man. This shit grow on trees, I'm trying to tell you. See, in y'all backyard, y'all go in y'all backyard, y'all can get an apple, maybe an orange. In my backyard, I go to the backyard, I can get $100 bill off my tree, man. This shit grow on trees where I'm from, man. About billions for real, man. This shit, I just copped this shit today, man. I ain't lying to y'all, man. This shit is a real lifestyle. About billions, fuck is y'all talking about, man. I ain't doing no challenge here. Do a get money challenge. All that dance move challenge shit. Do a get money challenge. I lost 100,000 yesterday. I come back, this about $250,000 on me. Get y'all money up, man. About billions, man. We in this bitch.
Slim, how you feel? I saw you shake your head. How you feel seeing Adrian Broner, now he can't afford an Uber?
He played himself, man. I mean, karma is a bitch. He's a individual that really deserves everything that's coming to him because he was never appreciative. If you watched him coming up in his craft, you see how taunty he was. He was worse than Floyd, and that's crazy to say because Floyd is very arrogant. You know what I mean? But there comes a time where every winner got to lose. You know what I mean?
Most definitely. You was gonna say
Hold on. Is that true, Ray FBA? He just put in that he got a streaming deal for $1 million.
Well, I can see that happening. That's what I was gonna say. Why he not getting his social media game up?
And if y'all go look at the clips of him, he is very entertaining, and it want to be like he doing it for streaming, but he kind of always been like that. But I'm so surprised he made millions of dollars boxing, so it don't matter if he got $1 million for streaming because the boy could set money on fire. When I say just burn, baby, burn. And just like what was it, like a year, 2 years ago, he was just getting in trouble for beating all them NBA players for 100,000 with the trick dice.
With
fake dice.
the Big U.
Yeah, he beat Big U was trying to get the money back, but he done cracked Draymond Green. He done cracked 5 or 6 of them balls. I'm talking about he cracking them for 40, 50 racks in a night on fake dice. Bro, if you beat me for 40 grand and I don't never hit the dice, I'm going to hit you for your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got me messed up. Bro,
Allegedly. Allegedly. We going to say allegedly.
Allegedly. Bro, but
Man,
I'm saying,
with left.
You know, Greasy, we done seen somebody shoot at dice and you done got, you win too much. Hold on. We can't let you leave with that buddy. But if you win 40 racks and it never come my way, and you win 50,000 and it never come my way, bro, at some point I'm gonna pick up the dice and question the dice. Like, I'm gonna catch the dice, like, yo, let me see these real quick. Like, the NBA dudes were some goofies. It ain't no way. Maybe they couldn't have beat him in a fight. I'd have slapped him with a bat. I don't know what they was thinking. But even that just happened. That's why I say the dude will set money on fire. He's gotten out of fighting shape. The boy built like Fred Flintstone now. You know what I'm saying? And he 5'6". You know what I'm saying? Like, so I hope he learning a lesson and he's getting some financial understanding if he's gonna be doing the streaming thing and trying to have like just some better business acumen, because his business acumen is on the floor. It's always just been party where the hoes at and the money gone now.
Even Floyd tried to take him out of that shit. Sorry about that.
Yeah. No, let me ask y'all something though. And I'm glad, Doc, you brought in the financial thing. Do y'all think that he had somebody trying to help him out with finances and he was like, man, I ain't listening to you. I got more money than you.
Yeah, Floyd tried to help him out.
He was best friends with Floyd, like a younger brother to Floyd. And Floyd would sit under that. And even before it was just about the money, Floyd would tell him like, hey, in between fights, you're getting out of fighting shape. Right. This is how you pay your bills. This is how you take care of your family. Even if you don't have a fight, you should still stay in some sort of shape. He was getting out of shape. He was partying. He was drinking. For all the money Floyd spent, Floyd don't smoke. Floyd don't drink. You know what I'm saying? Even if you go out to the club, he's sober. He drinking a juice or something like that. And AB he's drinking the excess, smoking, fighting his baby mamas, and blowing the bag. You know what I'm saying? Bringing 30 people with him on private jets and all type of stuff. So there's been several people who actually sat down, talked with him, try to put him on that path. And you know what I'm saying? That boy just got a double dose of nigga in him. You know,
I'm gonna get a skeptic in here because he went viral trying to fight a girl over a $500 bet.
Yeah, she's scared. Hey, she gotta go, gang. No, I'm dead. I'm not playing, gang.
She good.
I'm about to get disrespectful, bro. I'm about to get disrespectful,
hey,
bro.
I'm
not. Hey, bro. Hey, look, bro. Stop touching me, bro.
Nigga trying to clip you, guys.
Stop touching me.
Nigga trying to clip you, nigga.
I don't give a fuck about that clip, bro.
Chill out, nigga. I'll send you the 500.
Nah,
nigga.
Nah, nigga. Hey, see my 500, nigga.
Stop pressing her, though, gang. Just chill, bro.
I don't give a fuck who it is, nigga. I don't play about money, nigga. I got 10 kids, nigga. Send me 500, nigga. Send my 500.
Hey, B, this not a good look, gang. Where's it?
Yeah. Yeah. Damn right. You shouldn't have bet it. You shouldn't have bet it, nigga.
Chill, bro.
Send my money, nigga.
Chill out, bro.
Nah, ain't no chill out, nigga.
This ain't even a good, like.
Nah, nigga, I don't play about when I bet, nigga. Nigga, I lose my life over this shit, nigga.
Nigga look like Peter
you know what I am to gambling, nigga?
Disgusting.
Nigga, man, fuck her.
Skeptic as a female, if a guy came at you about a bet, how would you feel?
I'm just gonna say, why were they both wearing the same shirt? I couldn't even fucking. I'm overstimulated just from watching that same shirt go back and forth. Like,
they doing that to try to like break traffic to the screen. It's like
it's staged, y'all.
Yeah, that part staged. He really liked it though. That part staged though. What you think though?
I mean, I feel like, you know, grew up very poor. Okay, it was five of my siblings alone. It's five of us, and six of my cousins grew up with us. So it was 11 kids in the house. My mom and dad, my aunt would come in and out, and so all her kids were with us. So we grew up very, very poor. When I grew up and I got older and I went to college, it was the first time I ever had money. And I'm not gonna lie to you, my first business was turning over name brand purses. Like I was all into the name brand. I used to buy, like, if it was not like Gucci and Dolce and Gabbana and all these things. And this was back in like the 2000s, right? Like now it's a thing, but back then it was like it was different. And so I understand that your mindset has to change, especially when it comes to money. Like financial security is looks different. And that's why you see a difference between old money and new money. You know, you see somebody come in decked out. And also I feel like it's a cultural thing too. But I feel like financially, and if I was in this situation, I would have given him $500. But be like, I'm just gonna go, let me pay my money. I wouldn't want no problems. I'm just gonna, I'm whatever. And actually, I've been in a party situation before where I was saying something and someone contradicted me, and I'm like, no, I'll bet money on this, and they were like $200, and I was like, done, and I was right. And he was like, oh, like, and I was like, dude, don't worry about it. I was just joking, like it's fine or whatever. And he was like adamant about giving me $200. And I was like, bro, drop it. Like, I don't want your money. I'm an asshole sometimes when I know shit. Like, don't contradict me if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. But anyways, I think financial stability goes beyond that. You can make money and you can be broke. That's why the majority of people that win the lotto, at 70% of people that win the lotto end up broke with no money. And I think you have to change your mindset about money in order for you to kind of move forward. And I'm a person that had to do that myself. I'm not, my closet used to be full of name brand. I used to have big old Louis Vuitton, like the wrapper bags and all kind of crazy shit. I don't care about it anymore. And now I would say financially, I'm way more stable than I was when I cared about all that stuff. I think I have one Chanel bag in there. Everything else, I'm like, I do not care. I want investments. I want something that's going to turn over money, that's going to pay me for buying it, like property or a house. I don't want red bottoms. I don't care about that anymore. But that comes with maturing and kind of learning, because I didn't have no guidance. My mom and my daddy still broke. They still live in the hood in Chicago. So it's like I don't have anyone to go and ask how to be financially stable. I had to learn that from other people that I could look at and say, oh, can you teach me how you did this? Can you teach me how you invested? Can you, like, how do I need to do this? How do I need to save money? You know, so sometimes you got to be humble and go to the right person that can teach you some stuff.
For sure. If you're watching right now, hit that subscribe button, press that notification bell, know when we go live. Skeptic, the first lady of the man cave, what's your final thoughts?
It was a great episode. And I think there's like so much stuff happening in the world now. I know like the conflict with Iran, gas prices are up and diesel prices are up too. I am foreseeing that things are going to get harder on us, that prices on groceries are going to go up even further. So if you have the ability to stock up on some water, kind of buy a little bit of extra kind of emergency type foods, go ahead and do that. Get just some noodles in the pantry just in case things get worse, because I do foresee things getting worse. And thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you guys back on Monday.
For sure. Slim, what's your final thoughts?
Yo, man, stop being scared. We good. God first. We out. Man cave.
Doc, what's your final thoughts?
Adrian Broner has 30 million career earnings. I remember who was the wide receiver? Odell had 100 million, and these dudes will tell you how that's not a lot of money when you're doing this and doing that. And I just think in this community, we got to have better financial literacy. We need to talk with each other. We need to work with each other. We need to have it taught in our kids, taught in our schools to our children, because something that kids don't always learn is how to pay your bills first, pay yourself, put money away, save, and learn to build something for the future. I think I think about to being in high school, and we didn't even use a lot of I don't even use a lot of the stuff I learned in those math classes as a senior every day. Like, I just don't use it every day. And I think they need to give kids some more skills on just like some everyday tasks that they might have. And Skeptic forgot to say it, so don't let anybody trample on your constitutional rights.
I'm gonna play this clip before Kamal does his because this is what he was doing. What Adrian Broner was doing with money before.
You gotta lift the seat. Always lift the seat. Can't piss on the seat. But this is what I do to other bills, man. Real talk. Look. Because motherfuckers, they snuck. They had to sneak in my pocket. They had to sneak in my pocket. Don't keep another bill. They had to sneak in my pocket. They had to. They had to sneak in my pocket. They had to. That's what the fuck I do. Now we gonna get back to this other shit.
Kamal, what's your final thoughts?
Man, my final thoughts, man. Hey, some niggas just retarded. Just let's be all the way real, y'all. Some motherfuckers just retarded, man. We can't be like, oh, nah, the bro retarded. Y'all saw him flushing them dollars down the drain. Adrian Broner is a sad case, man. All that talent gone to waste. God damn. Second of all, the Fulio shit. You feel me? When y'all mess with the dead like that, wicked shit happen to you. Keeping it like that. Also, to that white man that did that to that little girl, I hope he die and burn in hell. Shout out to Samuel Jackson. Y'all go follow the new party. Hit the notification bell so you know when they go live. Also, if you want to follow me on my end, Kamal Johnson on YouTube. This was a great episode. And pay them cruise shippers more money so they could clean the boat so y'all ain't getting sick off a rat doo-doo aroma. Peace out, y'all.
We do this every Monday through Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for watching. Man Cave. Have a great night.
Hello, history buffs. Ready for a journey back? Look at this encampment. The spirit of 76 is alive.
Freedom of future. A true patriot savors these moments, but the fight for liberty calls. To the encampment for freedom of future.
For liberty. This is what American patriotism is all about. Look at these flags. They represent our fight for liberty.
The hour our liberty is at hand. For freedom is robbed by. Secure our liberty. My fellow patriots, the hour of decision is upon us. Let us march forth with courage to secure our liberty.
Welcome to my colonial home. Today, Del Payne's work captures the spirit of we fight for independence. And our freedom. Greetings from the encampment. The spirit of liberty is strong. We will fight for our rights and our freedom.
Hour is late. We must enact. To the encampment for liberty. Through every change and challenge. We stand at the dawn of liberty, unshaken by the trials ahead. Soldiers, the enemy is near. Front line, firing!
What's good?